Your nervous system just went from chaos to calm in under 12 minutes. Your stress hormones plummeted by 50%. Your immune cells multiplied like an army preparing for battle. And your mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells, just shifted into overdrive mode. This isn't meditation. This isn't some ancient mystical practice. This is what happens when you complete just 3 rounds of the Wim Hof method. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this Dutch Iceman has single-handedly revolutionized how we think about human potential and nervous system control. Most people live their entire lives never knowing they have a biological reset button. Today, you discover yours. Here's the brutal truth about your nervous system right now. You're stuck in survival mode. Your sympathetic nervous system, that's your fight-or-flight response, has been hijacked by modern life. Traffic jams trigger the same biological response as being chased by a predator. Work emails activate the same stress pathways as facing a life-threatening emergency. Your body can't tell the difference between a mortgage payment and a saber-toothed tiger. The result? Chronic stress, depleted energy, compromised immune function, and a nervous system that's forgotten how to truly relax. You're running on stress hormones when you should be running on vitality. But here's what's fascinating about the Wim Hof method. It doesn't just manage stress. It completely rewires your autonomic nervous system, the part of your nervous system that's supposed to be automatic. Wim Hof proved you can take conscious control. In just 3 rounds, you can shift from sympathetic dominance, that stressed, wired state, to parasympathetic activation, where healing, recovery, and cellular regeneration happen. This isn't about breathing techniques you've heard before. This is about hacking your biology at the cellular level. Before we dive into the science, I need to know where you're at right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your stress levels today? And more importantly, how often do you experience that 3 p.m. energy crash where your body just hits a wall? Drop a comment below and tell me your biggest energy challenge. Is it morning fatigue, afternoon crashes, or that wired but tired feeling where you're exhausted but can't actually relax? Because what I'm about to share addresses all of these at the root level. Meet Wim Hof, known as the Iceman. This 65-year-old Dutchman holds 26 world records, including longest ice bath and climbing Mount Everest in shorts. But here's what makes him truly extraordinary. He's not genetically special. He's proven that what he can do, you can do too. In 2014, Radboud University put Wim's method to the ultimate test. They injected him and 12 trained volunteers with bacterial endotoxins, substances that normally trigger severe flu-like symptoms. The control group got violently ill within hours. Wim's group? They produced 50% fewer inflammatory markers and reported minimal symptoms. They had literally taken conscious control of their immune response. But how does this work? Let's break down what happens in your body during those 3 rounds. Round 1, the alkaline shift. In the first round of 30 power breaths followed by breath retention, your blood becomes alkaline. Your pH shifts from around 7.4 to 7.75. This isn't just a number. This alkaline environment is hostile to pathogens and triggers a cascade of beneficial biological responses. Your sympathetic nervous system activates in a controlled way, releasing norepinephrine. But here's the key difference from chronic stress. You're choosing when to turn it on and when to turn it off. Round 2, the adaptation response. The second round goes deeper. Your body recognizes this controlled stress and begins adapting. Your vagus nerve, the main pathway of your parasympathetic nervous system, starts strengthening. It's like doing resistance training for your relaxation response. You're literally building your capacity to handle stress while simultaneously training your ability to recover from it. Round 3, the integration. By the third round, something remarkable happens. Your body has shifted into what researchers call controlled stress inoculation. You've activated your sympathetic nervous system intentionally, then consciously returned to parasympathetic dominance. This trains your nervous system to be more flexible, more resilient, and more responsive to your conscious control. Now, let's talk about the cold exposure component. While not required for nervous system benefits, cold exposure amplifies everything. When you combine the breathing method with cold exposure, even a cold shower, you're creating what scientists call hormetic stress, small amounts of beneficial stress that make your entire system stronger. The research is staggering. Studies show the Wim Hof method increases norepinephrine by 530%. That's your body's natural focus and energy chemical. It reduces inflammatory markers by up to 50%. It increases white blood cell count, strengthening immune response. And here's the part that shocked researchers. It actually increases brown fat tissue, which burns calories to generate heat and improves metabolic health. But we're just getting started. The most incredible discovery is still coming. Here's what no one expected to find, and it changes everything we thought we knew about human potential. When researchers looked deeper into what was happening during the Wim Hof method, they discovered something that rewrote textbooks. The method wasn't just affecting the nervous system and immune function. It was directly impacting mitochondrial biogenesis, the creation of new mitochondria. Your mitochondria are the powerhouses of your cells. They convert oxygen and nutrients into cellular energy called ATP. Most adults lose mitochondrial function as they age, leading to fatigue, brain fog, and decreased vitality. But the Wim Hof method triggers the creation of new mitochondria. The mechanism is fascinating. The controlled hypoxia, temporary oxygen reduction during breath holds, followed by hyperoxia, oxygen flooding when you breathe again, creates a cellular stress response that signals your body to build more energy-producing machinery. It's like your cells saying, "We need backup power sources for whatever challenge is coming next." This explains why people report dramatic energy increases after practicing the method. You're not just managing your existing energy better, you're literally building your capacity to produce more energy at the cellular level. The most recent research from Wayne State University showed that people practicing the Wim Hof method had increased mitochondrial density in muscle tissue after just 8 weeks. Their cells were producing energy more efficiently than people decades younger. But here's the mind-blowing part. The mitochondrial benefits weren't limited to muscle tissue. Brain scans showed increased mitochondrial activity in the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making, focus, and emotional regulation. People weren't just getting physically stronger, they were getting mentally more resilient. This mitochondrial reset explains the cascade of benefits people experience. Sustained energy without caffeine crashes, improved mental clarity, better sleep quality, enhanced mood stability, and increased cold tolerance. You're literally upgrading your cellular energy production system. Think about what this means practically. Most people hit that wall around 2 or 3 p.m. where their energy just crashes. They reach for coffee, sugar, or stimulants to push through. But when your mitochondria are functioning optimally, that crash doesn't happen. Your energy production is steady and sustainable throughout the day. The mental clarity improvements are equally dramatic. When your brain cells have abundant energy, cognitive function improves across the board. Decision-making becomes easier. Memory consolidation improves. That brain fog that makes you feel like you're thinking through molasses, it lifts because your neurons finally have the energy they need to fire efficiently. And the sleep improvements make perfect sense when you understand the nervous system reset. When your parasympathetic nervous system is strong and responsive, you can actually downshift into deep restorative sleep, instead of that restless, wired but tired state that leaves you feeling exhausted even after 8 hours in bed. Here's my challenge for you. Try the complete 3-round protocol for the next 7 days. I want you to track two things: your energy levels on a scale of 1 to 10 before and after each session, and how you handle stress throughout the day. Come back to this video in a week and drop a comment with your results. I'm predicting you'll see improvements within the first 3 days, but the real transformation happens when your mitochondria start adapting. Some people report the most significant changes around day 5 or 6. Your nervous system has been running the same stress patterns for years, maybe decades, but in just 3 rounds, about 11 minutes, you can initiate a complete biological reset. You can shift from sympathetic dominance to parasympathetic healing. You can trigger mitochondrial biogenesis and literally build your cellular energy capacity. This isn't about becoming superhuman. This is about becoming optimally human. This is about accessing the control over your biology that you've always had but never knew how to use. The research is clear. The method is simple. The results are measurable. 3 rounds. Reset complete. Your nervous system will thank you. The complete 3-round Wim Hof technique guide is linked in the description below.